Okay, let's be honest. If you clicked on this video, you probably suck at playing fast. And you're searching for a quick fix to play fast, like faster than allowed fast. Well, then you're perfectly right here. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Anik, I'm a classical pianist, and today we're going to cover 3 mistakes that keep your playing slow, without realizing. But before we jump right into it, I have some exciting news. Summer is over, concert season starts, and I'm coming to Paris, London, and Würzburg. I'm super excited for these concerts. I'm going to play all the Chopin etudes, and we're going to have meet and greets after the concerts with you. All the information and tickets you'll find in the link in the description box. I'm looking forward to see many of you guys there. And now, let's hop right into the mistakes. Mistake number 1, micro rush. You are probably playing too fast, but not in general, just for like 2-3 notes. Especially when it comes to an end of a phrase, or we have a change in the rhythm from long notes to short notes or short notes to long notes. This is the moment where we tend to rush a little bit. Listen very carefully to my right hand. Some of these eighth notes are not perfectly equal. They are rushing a little bit and then slowing down and rushing and slowing down. So the tempo is very unstable. What happens is that your hands are unconsciously getting faster than your brain. So basically your brains are too slow. Okay, no, it's actually not. Our brain is getting used to a specific pace and a specific pulse that goes with the music. I like to compare it a little bit with running. As long as your breath and all your movements are aligned, everything works fine. However, as soon as you trip over a stone or you have to do something unexpected, let's say, it takes a little bit of time to get back this alignment of movement and breath. In worst case, we get a stitch and we have to slow down or walk. Now, the same counts for the piano, just without the stitch, hopefully. The only difference, though, is that you can put the stone out of your way. So why do we tend to rush? Well, very often we have that feeling that we don't have enough time to get to the next note, which is in 99% of the cases just not true. So the first step in the right direction is to get a better feeling for the right pulse and keeping the same pace by using, where is he? The star of today's video. Over there. The metronome, but not in the usual way. So the end goal is that our fast notes stay perfectly in time, and therefore we just take the speed of the fast notes and put it as the speed of the metronome. So every single fast note comes on one beat. By doing this, especially on the parts where you are rushing, you will feel the urge of playing faster than the metronome in the beginning, which is obviously the sign that you are rushing at that point. But stay strong, stay disciplined to make sure that you're playing perfectly along with the metronome. If you do this on a regular basis, you will feel more and more relaxed on these passages, just because you're not rushing in between specific notes anymore. And this is the perfect basis to start speeding up then. If you're not cleaning up all these micro rushes in your playing, it's going to be very difficult to lift the whole passage to another speed. So make sure every single note falls into the right place before you speed up. Mistake number 2, speeding up everything simultaneously. Okay, let's say I've just cleaned up all my micro rushes. I want speed now. One of the biggest mistakes and most often done mistakes is that people try to speed up everything at the same time. So for example, you're working on one page and you're trying to speed up the full page in that moment. Again, this will not work because it's just too much information for your brain. I'm sorry, we are stupid. I can't do anything against it. Okay, no, it's just too much information for our brain to process at once. You will see that playing extremely fast has a lot to do with training our brain and of course our muscle memory to a point that we are not thinking about it anymore, and also that we are not scared of the speed anymore. However, if you're trying to push the full page through that tempo all at once without training anything in particular, you're most likely going to do lots of mistakes, and by doing that you are basically mini traumatizing your brain with every passage that is not working. The more often you're making the same mistakes at the same part while you're practicing, the more you're going to be scared of it in the future. So the solution is very easy. Just take smaller bites. So what I like to do is, for example, just take 1 or 2 measures and really concentrate only on these 2 measures to really get them to the next speed level by using, for example, lots of different rhythms and groups, but really focus just on these few notes, which are probably already a lot if you are playing lots of arpeggios, for example. So try to only focus on this part and then work through the full page like that before you're trying to add up everything. And then if you got through the full page, I'm still not adding up the full page all at once. I'm like trying bigger groups, like 4 to 8 measures or something like that. It's still a lot to process for your brain, you know. But I guarantee you, you will be much more efficient by practicing this way compared to brute forcing everything into the final tempo without actually practicing it. Mistake number 3, listening to small notes. Now, this one might seem a little bit paradox in combination with what I said previously, but this one is a more advanced tip, meaning if you got rid of all the micro rushes that we discussed in mistake number 1 and you did all the group and rhythm work that we discussed in mistake 2, and you still feel that there's something blocking you and you just can't get faster, that's the part that we are going to talk about now. Now, it's really important that you're honest with yourself and that you did practice everything to a point that it is secured in your muscle memory. If you still feel that your tempo is way too slow and you can't really speed up, well, it's probably your brain again. You see, our brain can only process that amount of information at a time, or maybe even less. So if we think about it, our muscle memory is working without us actually thinking about it. We are walking, we are breathing, we are brushing our teeth without actively thinking about it. So the goal is to get that passage to that point without thinking. So if you were practicing that part a lot, like I mean a lot with rhythms and groups, like don't lie to yourself, and it's secured in your muscle memory and you still can't get faster, most probably you just didn't get access to the muscle memory yet. Most probably you're thinking way too much about every single note that you're playing. So the trick here is to shift the focus from the fast notes to the slow notes. In 99% of the cases, it's our left hand. So try to feel the pulse of the slower notes and focus on these while you play. Now, by shifting your focus and your concentration, the other fast notes will automatically be pushed back in your brain to a point where your muscle memory can take over easily because you're not actively thinking about it anymore, since your focus has been taken by other notes. So in the end, it really just comes down to the point of like how to trick your brain to not think. Alright, these were my 3 go-to tips when it comes to speeding up at the piano. Now stop scrolling and go practice. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and help this channel grow. If you want to support me and my work, please have a look at Patreon. I also want to say a big thank you to all my Patreons. I wouldn't be able to do all these videos without your support. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the points that I've mentioned in the comment section down below, and we'll see us in the next videos and hopefully in Paris, London or Würzburg. See you. Bye.